nobody celebrates Halloween like the Sea of Thieves. The Festival of the Damned is a party matched by no other. In years past, those fearsome pirates who sail these waters have battled ethereal enemies and spectral sails alike, from the Ghost of Greymarrow and Captain Flameheart. This year, however, the seas are quiet. For every ship that got word made their way to Galleon's Grave Outpost for the Party of the Damned, a celebration to commemorate the ferryman, where ghost stories are told. Our tale begins on the night of this festival. Pirates gathered far and wide, their proud galleons standing before this outpost. Pirates fighting, jesting, and more importantly, drinking. Ah, the true sign of piracy. In the tavern, however...
When Greymarrow turned around, that ethereal buffoon was met with 3 stronghold kegs.
That's a good one. What other stories do you have?
Well, let me think. Have you ever heard of the legend of the Pumpkin King? That ghost story? Yeah, but I don't remember it. Jog me memory, will ya? It's a scary one. You certain you can handle it?
We've taken on the Gold Horror, battled the Kraken, and sent Flameheart screaming back to the Sea of the Damned. I think we can handle some pitiful goose story.
Alright then, you've been warned. The legend starts with a fated crew of the Wistful Dove. The Wistful Dove was once a proud vessel who brought fortune and glory to all that sailed aboard her. Now, she's stuck in some lost and forgotten cave in the Sea of the Damned, bound forever. Her crew was even less fortunate. Her captain was a legend of the Sea of Thieves, who was widely renowned for uncovering the fate of the Forsaken Shores Alliance and setting their bones to rest so they could finally return from the Ferry of the Damned. His first mate was a fearsome pirate, who had sunk the Warsmith herself during the last stand of the Wilds. The 3rd and 4th crewmates were fantastic pirates, who had joined their noble captain and first mate during their famous adventure. Together they...
Come on, get to the good part.
Alright. Figured you might want a backstory, but you're an eager fella, aren't you? Now then, the Wistful Dove. The Wistful Dove, she was a beautiful galleon, and one night the crew docked her at Sanctuary Outpost. Why Sanctuary Outpost? To see Madame Olive of the Order of Souls. This wasn't just any quest, this was the mother of all quests. The Order of Souls prized this voyage and looked it away. The only pirates they daren't give it were the most renowned, for it was a dangerous journey, one that could see the end of their lives, cursing them forever.
Alright crew, get some rest. Tomorrow we hunt down this supposedly infamous pirate. You're going to need all your strength. We're headed to Port La Vida. The townspeople know more about him than we do.
Do we have his name?
He has no name, but few that have survived long enough to tell his tale call him the Pumpkin King.
Alright then, rest well everyone. Tomorrow's a big day.
The following day, the Wistful Dove arrived at Port La Vida, and to their absolute horror, the town was burned, pillaged, plundered, and completely ransacked. They explored the town for any survivors, but there was just hardly anything left of it. The smell was disgusting.
It was him. He came. He destroyed the town.
Who was it? Name him.
The Pumpkin King. He took the treasure with him.
Treasure? Well, there's our incentive to keep searching then.
One man did all of this. Great Ramsay's ghost. Which way did he go?
The crew raced back to their ship as they rushed to extinguish the fire that the Pumpkin King had lit. They watched as the Pumpkin King escaped. They gave chase, but they did not notice the mysterious disappearance of their first mate. The wistful dove chased the Pumpkin King's ship into a mysterious bayou, but after turning the wrong way, the dove crashed headlong into a gate of vines. Unable to save her, the crew were forced to abandon ship.
Sir, the ship.
She was a fine galleon, but we cannot save her. Perhaps the mer people will bring her back to us.
So, eventually, they found it. Yeah, the Pumpkin King's ship was found. She was just left abandoned, floating harmlessly just out there by a shack. So on board the Pumpkin King's ship, they boarded. They looked all over the galleon, but they could not find that Pumpkin King. They looked down, they looked up, they looked round the holes, they climbed the sails, but to no avail. The Pumpkin King was nowhere to be seen. The only place they hadn't looked was the cabin, so off they went to examine it. But on searching round the cabin, they realised that they had to light the lanterns with the flame of souls.
So this flame of souls, I reckon that if we split up, we'll find it quicker.
Yeah. Or maybe you can go and I'm just gonna have a bit of a kip.
The captain went deeper and deeper into the dark bayou to find the flame of souls. Eventually, the captain found the wreck of the Blue Bayou. And then once he stepped inside, he found the flame of souls.
I wonder where they've gone. I hope they're only lost.
Oh no, not lost. Those two aren't coming back. They've been consumed by the sea, consumed by me.
And who might that be?
The Pumpkin King.
You! I should have known you turned traitor, but how have you done this?
But you see, Captain, when I fought off the warsmith, she did not go down easy. The last volley she fired cursed me terribly. For years I tried to hide it from you all, but it came too much. I began exploring the curse, letting it fuel me. Didn't you ever wonder how I never died in any sea battle? How I never ran out of energy? The curse consumed me, and I went off on my own, plundering, wreaking havoc as I wanted. I can temporarily remain in this pitiful human form, but I must say as...
Please, Pumpkin King! No!
And And so there you have it. That, my little pirate friends, is the legend of the Pumpkin King. It certainly is.
The Pumpkin King is no urban legend. Every festival of the damned, when the divide between the Sea of the Damned and the Sea of Thieves is at its absolute weakest point, he summons his imprisoned crew, and together they terrorize the sea. At least, so goes the legend